So, Coach, this week you have your first round playoff game against Yamhill-Carlton. What do you think it's going to take for you guys to win that game?
Well, we're going to have to travel well. It's a long trip. We're going to try to break it up a little bit into a couple different sections, but the kids will have to travel well. We'll have to practice on the road a little bit. But, we're going to have to play inspired football. It's win or go home right now. That's where we're at. Even though our season has felt like a playoff game every week, right now it's playoff game. So you win, you advance, you lose, you go home. So there shouldn't be any more motivation than that. And, I feel we match up pretty well. I think we'll be able to play a little bit more our style of football. And we've seen a little bit of what they do on the films we have, and we've seen a little bit of that throughout the season in some teams that we've played. So I feel it's a good matchup for us.
So the Burns game, do you think there'll be any residential hangover from that in terms of that loss? Plus, you did lose an impact player.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that, how big an impact that was?
Yeah, we lost Matt McBride. Unfortunately, it's going to be a pretty long injury. He's going to have quite the extensive rehab. It sounds like, he dislocated his shoulder. And third play of the game, so it was kind of hard to manage when something like that happens that early. But Matt's been starting since he was a sophomore, and he's started at linebacker. He started at running back for us for 3 years now, and so he's the type of guy you don't just plug somebody else in and say, okay, you play that position now. He's our long snapper on punt, and he's on pretty much every special team, and he moves around defensively quite a bit, and then offensively he's very versatile as well. So it's going to be one of those things where we're going to need a group effort to try to replace him. He's trying to keep a positive attitude. It's unfortunate to happen like that when you're a senior. But we'll pick up the pieces. We still got a game to play, and we're gonna work hard to replace him.
You don't think there'll be any lasting impact from the loss against Burns, or?
No, I don't think so. We talked about a few weeks ago how the season's broke down into segments, and this is another segment. Everybody's back to 0-0. And like I said before, it's win or go home. So the motivation is to keep playing, and you attack that task at hand, that opponent that week, and you survive and advance to the next round. It doesn't matter how pretty it is or how ugly it is, or how much you win by. If it's a 1-point win and maybe you got outgained by 200 yards, it doesn't matter, because whoever wins advances to the next thing. So that's kind of our mindset going into it. We have a lot of guys on our roster that have playoff experience. We made a pretty deep run last year, and so I think that we'll just let that Burns game go and focus solely on Yamhill-Carlton.
Okay, well, I think that's all, Coach.
Right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.